Have you guys ever heard of the Friday the 13th murders? And no, I'm not talking about the movies. Now, this story takes us to Abbotsford, BC, which is considered to be part of the greater Vancouver area. That's where we meet this lady. Her name is Misty Cockroach, and this is her best friend, Tanya Smith. So we go back to October 13th, 1995, and yes, it was a Friday, hence the reference, where both girls who were 15 and 16 at the time were heading home from a party late one evening. Misty even recalled that both girls made fun of the fact that it was Friday the 13th and they hoped that nothing spooky would happen. However, as they were walking home, a man emerged out of the darkness with a baseball bat. He confronts the girls and threatens them with the bat and tells them both to undress. He then pins Tanya down to the floor and starts to unzip her top. That's when Misty grabs the bat and swings it at him. However, her strength wasn't anything compared to his, and it basically did nothing to him. If anything, it just pissed him off, so he grabs the bat and then starts attacking Misty and hits her over the head 3 times. Misty woke up 4 hours later and somehow managed to get herself to the hospital, where she found out that she had a fractured skull and a broken arm. While she was there, police told her that her friend Tanya had been murdered. Her body was later found in the Vedder River. 4 days later, police started getting anonymous phone calls from someone claiming to be the murder and almost bragging about it. On February 17, 1996, the caller then calls a local radio station and tells the producer to go outside and look at his car. So the producer goes outside, and to his surprise, on his car is Tanya's tombstone with a handwritten letter from the killer. It had a terrifying message in it. It said, "She wasn't the first and she won't be the last. One day, Misty," almost as if he were warning her that she was next. Then, on February 21st, he threw a wrench with a letter wrapped around it through a stranger's window. In the letter, he took responsibility for Tanya's murder, the attack on Misty, and a few other unsolved murders, and then signed it the Abby Killer. However, he had made a mistake because he left behind a fingerprint on the letter, and police now also had what his voice sounded like. So police released the audio and a $10,000 reward. And surprisingly, the killer's own mother turned him in. Ended up being this guy Terry Driver, and he had no previous record. He was said to have been a family man, and his father was even a police officer. Of course, the fingerprints led to his capture, and he was sentenced to life in prison. In August of 2021, he ended up dying at the age of 56 due to natural causes.